What is up, people, and welcome. So as we all know, Destiny 2 has shown off 2 trailers, and I want to share my thoughts on the trailers and Destiny as a whole. The trailers were pretty interesting, it were really lighthearted, which Destiny always has lighthearted trailers. They're never dark and gritty like Gears of War or something like Resistance. It shows like this guy, he's sitting in the bar and he's talking about like what he did in the battlefield, and then it kind of seems like he's talking to the viewers. But after, he's telling his story. He's like, yeah, I shot one guy, boom. Then the other guy, blam. Then this ugly looking guy came out like, roar, and I shot him down, boom. And after he's done like telling his story, it zooms out a little bit, and you realize he's talking to like a maintenance robot. And then like a bullet flies past, and he's like, well, back to it. And then it zooms out more, and then you realize he's actually still on the battlefield. In the second trailer, they had this Awakened guy, and the last two from the other trailer giving like an inspiring speech. And, the Awakened guy, he's saying like serious and, inspiring things. And then the Exo guy, he's saying, like stupid stuff. And he says something like, if I don't see you on the battlefield, I'll kill you myself. And then he's forgetting the name of the guy that they're fighting. And then at the end of his speech, he like yells out, like, yeah. And then everybody else just looking at him. And then he says, there'll be tons of loot. And they all start cheering. So that was kind of funny because that actually happens. If you're trying to get your friend to do like a mission with you, or some of your friends to do a mission, and he's like, come on guys, let's do this mission. They're like, nah. Or they're just looking at you, or they kind of just ignore you and say, yo, if we do this, we could get this kind of armor or whatever. We get this kind of loot. And they're like, okay, yeah. Then everybody jumps on it and everyone wants to do it. That's how it is. So, it was kind of funny. I'm not sure if that's the reason why they did that, but that's how I seen it, kind of. A lot of people were saying like the first trailer and the Exo guy's personality reminded them a lot of Deadpool, which I could see why they said that, but it kind of reminded me a little bit more of the PlayStation trailers that they had before the PlayStation got released. But the trailers were well made. And, like if I had to give the trailer a number, I would say like it was like a 9. People don't really give trailers reviews or anything like that. But, if you guys want me to do it, you can comment down below and let me know if you want me to do it or not. I don't know. It's a little weird, but, still something new. Like I said, it's up to you guys. And as for the gameplay, because, I see a lot of people commenting about the gameplay. Some people saying things like, I don't want to see no CG garbage. I just want to see gameplay. I'm like, okay. The game releases after E3. So in my opinion, they should show the game at E3, not before. Because, if you go to E3, you want to see new games. And if they show Destiny before E3, it's going to kill the anticipation of seeing it at E3 because it's going to be at E3. So they should wait until E3 to show gameplay. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who watch E3, especially like live, would agree with that. Also, it would give them more time to polish the game up a little bit more, and make the game run a little smoother because it is a few months away. So I do think it would be better if they show it later than sooner. But if they did show it before E3, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be rolling on the floor mad or nothing. I'm just saying it would be better because first off, they would get the attention that they want. And if there's any problems with the game, they can address it at E3 instead of showing it before. And then they'll have to address the game at E3, or they'll have to censor now on Twitter. So, it's just easier all around, in my opinion. As for the original Destiny, because, you have people saying that the game is trash or the game wasn't good, it was a letdown, all that negative stuff. To me, the game was decent and it was good. It was a good game. And it wasn't like something like, oh man, it's a waste of money. I would have never said it was a waste of money. The story wasn't, of course, as fleshed out, I guess, as people thought it was going to be. And, some things of the game wasn't as good. They could have done things better. But, that's why you always give them a chance to make a 2. So, of course, I would give them the second chance. And the game wasn't trash. It wasn't like, it was unplayable. Like some games I bought that was like, to me, at least, was unplayable. And Destiny is not one of them. It was let down in a few areas. But the main focus of the game wasn't story. So I didn't really pin that too much on them. Because when you look at the trailers, what do they show most of the time in their trailers? It shows a group of friends playing and fighting different type of creatures in their trailers. It doesn't show story. It had one story trailer or something like that, which every game does if it has a story. At the end of the day, Destiny was fun to play with your friends. And of course, I'm not trying to give them a free pass saying if the story is trash, they can go on free. No. But I think they should make the story good. And if, like if I was doing a review on the game, I would take points off if the story is trash. But I'm saying they did succeed on where they were really trying to go with it. I guess you would say like playing with your friends and having fun. Yes, they did succeeded in that. But the game, of course, it lacked a little bit of things like, the weapons and stuff. I'm talking without the DLCs and all the patches and stuff. It had a few problems. So I do hope that they do improve the story because, the other one was pretty dry. But the story, in my opinion, in the first game just felt like play this so you can get to a high enough level to play online with your friends or play online death matches or whatever. And, they do need to probably fix those matches like the death matches and stuff because, it can become a little unbalanced and broken. Also, it doesn't mean the game is trash if it has balancing issues and is a little broken because Overwatch is a popular game and that has a lot of balancing issues. And if somebody who plays Overwatch tells you that no, the game is perfectly balanced, just know he's joking or he's just lying. Because if you look at most of the updates for Overwatch, most of the updates had something to do with balancing issues. They're always either buffing somebody or nerfing someone. So it doesn't mean if the game has balancing issues, it automatically makes it trash. I will say it does take away from the experience, of course. And if somebody makes a sequel to a game, I would hope that they learn from their mistakes. And I do try to give them the chance. So, to make up for their mistakes. Because if they learn from their mistakes, that obviously means they're listening and they know where they went wrong. But if they don't, you're like, okay, I don't really know what you're doing now. So it has the same exact mistakes as the first game did. So where are you going? Because in my opinion, the game should always get better and better and better. Unless you make a game that's so good that it's hard to beat your first game, which that happens sometimes, but Destiny is not one of them. So that is it for my video. I am excited for Destiny 2 and I am going to get it. Comment down below what you guys think about it. Don't forget to power up by hitting that like button, subscribe to join the guild, and if you are part of the guild, don't forget to hit the bell to know when I'm uploading a new video. As always, my boys and girls, have a good one, and game over.